Ever lay in bed exhausted, but your brain's like, nope, let's replay every embarrassing thing you've ever said since 2009? Or maybe you've tried meditation, supplements, all the sleep hacks, and you still feel wired and anxious for no reason. Here's the plot twist. It might not be all in your head. Your DNA might literally be messing with your brain's ability to chill out. Drop this in the comments for me. Are you team bed because you can't sleep, team anxiety, or team coffee because you're both and you just drink coffee to survive? I want to know how many of us are out here wide awake at 2 a.m. together. Hey y'all, I'm Suzie and this is Doozy Talks, where we keep it real about fitness, nutrition, mindset, and how to live in sync with your body and your purpose. Today, we're breaking down the DNA switches that control your brain chemistry and how they might be why your anxiety and insomnia don't play fair. Anxiety is sneaky. 1 minute you're fine, the next your chest is tight, your thoughts are racing, and your body's acting like you just got chased by a bear. Same with sleep. You're tired, but your brain's throwing a rave at midnight. And everyone says, just relax, just sleep more. Oh, wow. Thank you, Brenda. Why didn't I think of that? Here's the real deal. If DNA is flipping the wrong switches, your brain and body literally can't shut off properly. Roll call for the usual suspects. COMT. Yep, our drama queen again. If it's slow, you recycle dopamine and adrenaline forever. Translation, you stay amped when you should be chilling. Think of this as the bouncer at the brain club. It clears out serotonin and dopamine. If it's sluggish, your transmitters party too long. If it's too fast, you crash and burn. Either way, mood chaos. MTHFR. When this is sluggish, your methylation cycle struggles, and your brain can't make enough calming neurotransmitters. Cue anxiety, brain fog, and restless nights. GABA-related genes as well. GABA is your brain's off switch. If these aren't working well, your brain just doesn't turn down the lights when it should. If any of these sound like they're dragging you, smash that button so I know I'm not the only one who's been side-eyed by my own brain chemistry. Let me paint some pictures. You try to sleep, but your thoughts won't shut up. Hello, COMT. You finally relax, but you wake up at 3 a.m. wired. Thanks, MAO-A imbalance. You get anxious after coffee or even chocolate. That's your COMT and MTHFR struggling with stimulants. You're irritable, jittery, and stressed for no reason. Your GABA switch isn't flipping properly. Sounds familiar? This isn't just lifestyle. It's your DNA creating a system that works harder to calm down than other people's. Now, here's where we take the power back, because your genes aren't your destiny, they're just a blueprint. You can biohack them. For COMT, magnesium, glycine, and stress-friendly workouts. No endless HIIT sessions, think zone 2 cardio or light weights in the evening. For MAO-A, balance is key. Protein-rich foods with tryptophan like turkey, beef, pumpkin seeds, they help you make serotonin. Too fast? Support with calming practices like yoga or meditation to stretch out your serotonin. For MTHFR, methylated B vitamins, leafy greens, and avoid synthetic folic acid. Those are game changers for calming neurotransmitter production. And if you're kind of sensitive to leafy greens, maybe try some beef liver. It can also help. I personally take methylated B vitamins just to make sure I get the B vitamins that my body needs, and I try to avoid folic acid at all costs if I can. Because for MTHFR gene mutations, your body doesn't know how to use folic acid. It can't turn it into the B vitamin that your body uses. So I avoid the synthetic folic acids. For GABA, you can take magnesium, taurine, and practice good sleep hygiene. I know of people, they practice good sleep hygiene, but then there's other things such as low magnesium that's going to make it more difficult. So you kind of need to work everything together and get your genes tested. But for the GABA, magnesium, taurine, good sleep hygiene, which would be like a cold room, no blue light, practice some grounding routines. These basics help your brain flip the off switch it struggles to flip off by itself. So which one of these hacks are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments so I can see what the biggest light bulb moment was for you, because I'm curious. I started with the sleep hygiene, and then I started working towards what supplements might help. Look, I used to think my anxiety meant I was broken. I'd go through nights staring at the ceiling, frustrated, exhausted. I would turn on music, then I would turn on a podcast, and then I would turn on a sermon, and I'm trying everything under the sun to help me try to go to sleep. And it just left me feeling frustrated, exhausted, and sometimes even a little hopeless. I didn't know what to do. But once I saw my DNA, it all clicked. I realized I wasn't fighting my mind, I was fighting my wiring. And once I supported those switches, I finally got real sleep. My anxiety calmed down, and I felt like I got myself back again. And that's the hope I want you to hear today. If you've been struggling forever, it doesn't mean you're weak. It might just mean your DNA needs a little help. So here's the takeaway. Anxiety and insomnia aren't just personality quirks. They're often biochemical, and your DNA can be the missing piece. Instead of beating yourself up for not being able to just relax, start asking, what switches are my genes flipping? Because once you know, you can finally work with your body instead of against it. If this hits home for you, share your story in the comments. I promise you're not alone in this. Thanks for hanging out on Doozy Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and send this video to that one friend who's always awake at 2 a.m. scrolling TikTok. I'll see y'all next time.